Here are 4 steps that can help get us past painful regrets. We've all done things that we later regret. Even things that happened years ago can still cause us to feel unresolved remorse. Step 1, acknowledge what happened. The reality is whatever happened did happen. Any belief that it shouldn't have happened defies reality. By arguing with the reality of what happened, we remember into existence again and again and perpetuate our own suffering. We don't have to like it or agree with it or assign blame. Simply acknowledge the bare facts of what happened. This disarms the unhelpful belief that something shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't are always mental overlays on the actual event. Okay, step number 2, recognize the innocence of our own actions. In other words, what we did was the best we could, knowing what we knew back then. Of course, now we might respond differently, but with what we knew then, we acted as we acted. If you could have acted differently, you would have. From this perspective, see the innocence. Since that event, we've hopefully learned something and would respond differently if a similar event happened now. But we can't apply the wisdom of today to our actions of the past. Okay, step number 3, also see the innocence in the actions of others. If we can see the innocence of our own actions, perhaps we can also recognize the innocence of the others involved. They too were doing the best they could with what they knew at the time, with their level of awareness and their conditioning. This is a much more liberating perspective than blaming others or believing that they shouldn't have done what they did. Holding on to blame is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Okay, stage number 4 is a little more challenging. Be grateful for what happened. This isn't something that we can force or fake, but in hindsight, when we can accept the situation and that everyone was doing the best with what they knew at the time, perhaps we can find some level of gratitude for the experience. See that we wouldn't have our current level of understanding had we not experienced that challenging situation from the past. Not pleasant, sure, but necessary for the deepening of our understanding today. It's okay to have a reasonable amount of remorse for our past shortcomings, but seeing that we were acting in service to what we believed was for our own happiness, we can let go of the self-judgment and regret.